The first time I felt truly immersed in a story was when I read Someone Named Eva, a historical fiction novel that followed the life of a girl during the Holocaust, who watches her family get separated into different concentration camps and who has to completely change her identity to stay alive. The fact that the story felt so real, yet parts of it were made up, is what really drew my attention and encouraged me to read more historical fiction novels as someone who's not a fan of history. It wasn't until I read Before We Were Free by Julia Alvarez a few years ago that I was introduced to Latinx literature. Julia Alvarez is a Dominican American author who has written about leaving the Dominican Republic when it was under dictator rule by Jefe Trujillo. Not only did she introduce me to a whole new range of books, but also a new side of my background that I wasn't aware of. This opened up conversations with my mom and grandparents as I tried to understand how bad the situation really was. I learned that my grandparents lived in the capital during this time and had memories of going outside to salute soldiers and keeping an image of Trujillo displayed in their home. Being able to learn about Dominican history in this way opened up the possibility of learning more about Latino culture and history in general. It influenced me to minor in Latino studies and encouraged me to take the Once Upon a Time class as I look forward to reading more Latinx literature and sharing it with the students of Holy Cross, hoping it would spark their own interest not just in diverse literature, but also in reading to enter new worlds in general. During my time in the class, I read many books about refugee stories, such as El Viaje by Francesca Sana, where the illustrations in this book beautifully showed the struggles and emotions of leaving everything behind, not only for children, but for their parents as well. And also books about family separation, such as Esperando, Papá and Del Norte al Sur by René Colato Leines, which also created this empathy as someone living so far from home and not being able to imagine having the not even having the choice to see my family again.